Hi guys, this is John here. Today I'm going to be recording some more PSMD Echoes of Yesterday. Um, I'm excited to continue with um, this finishing the second day. I did finish the dungeon in its entirety. Did all yeah. So now we're going into the after finishing day two of it. So here we go. After a while. Bartleby, Swirlix, we're back! Hi guys, how was your exploration?
And where are the others? Are you racing them or something?
Chief told us to go back on our own. I think they'll catch up soon.
The dungeon was amazing, but also a headache. And we got some kind of artifact, but we should wait for the others before discussing that.
How are things around here? Anything worth mentioning? Not much, really. Keeping an eye on Swirlix isn't exactly what you'd call an exciting task.
Nobody told you to do that. Really, the fact that you guys still don't trust me.
Right, like you didn't try to take a bite out of our supplies more than once.
It's your word against mine.
Calm down, you two. As long as dinner's still on, there's no need to cast blame on anyone.
Dinner's all ready. Yep. Chief and the others should hurry up already. I'm so hungry I could eat a Mudsdale.
Have no fear, Swirlix. The dashing wanderer is here.
Chief, you're safe. Of course. The way back was a cakewalk.
I'm glad you didn't run into those people. Those people? Who are you talking about?
We have a lot to talk about, so we should do it while we chow down. Well said. Right. I suppose we'll head back home. Thank you very much for exploring with us. Enjoy your dinner. Who said you two can't stay for dinner? You've already done too much for us.
I insist. You must be exhausted. I'd feel terrible if you left on an empty stomach.
Besides, the stuff we have to talk about concerns you as well. Maybe you should take part in this meeting.
Stay for dinner.
We want to hear about your experience.
Okay. Hold on, guys. Okay. Sorry, I wish I could. Just so don't mind it. At this point, you two are practically honorary members of the group in this expedition.
There's enough food to feed a pack of grievance. Don't be afraid. Okay, if you insist. Then let's go already. I'm starving over here. So impatient.
Oh yeah, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it's raining really bad right now, so apologies. Can't do much about it.
That was delicious. It's so cool that you have such a talented cook. I feel the same. Thank you. You're lucky, you know. Few people outside the society have had the honor of tasting my food.
And inside the society as well, since you're the only one that tastes it. I'm not laughing.
Well, now that we're all finished and we've had a little rest,
we need to talk about today's exploration. Yes, there's a lot to report. What say we take it one step at a time? First, we could talk about what Arkan's group discovered, and then we could talk about mine. I'm alright with that. Well, as you know, we came across some mechanisms that blocked our path through the dungeon. Good work clearing obstacles, by the way. You too. That last one in particular required our combined efforts.
It looks like this dungeon was designed so that two groups or individuals will have to work together to progress. Curious. Good thing we can communicate over distance. If not for that, we would have turned back real soon.
But leaving that aside,
When we reached the end, we came across a very big room, and at the back, there was some kind of pink orb. A pink orb? Could it be?
you know something about that? Mobile?
Perhaps, but that's for later. What happened then?
Before we could get any closer, two Pokemon searched right through us.
And they snatched up the orb right from under our noses. Egads!
I think they were following us while we explored, and we didn't realize. So, in short, we ended up fighting.
It was a tough battle, but in the end, we were able to take the orb from them.
What's more, we brought it back with us.
Wow! At a first glance, it looks like any regular orb.
But that's a strange color for an orb.
I wonder what its purpose for, and why it was hidden in that dungeon.
What happened to those two Pokemon? They said they were gonna group up with Scrafty and the others.
Scrafty? You're joking. I didn't think I'd hear that name again.
We certainly didn't either. At least, not so soon.
Joltik and I had quite the scare. We thought they could be part of Team Titan too.
So they're a group of 4? Oh, wait. If they said the others, there could be even more.
What do you mean there could be even more? That's so scary to think about. It feels like they're everywhere. Giving themselves away like that was a bit silly, wasn't it? Keeping their mouths shut would have been easier.
It was. They mustn't care very much that we know.
Either way, this is the second time now we've had trouble with this team. The first time was because they wanted Team Tiny's key. Yes, the key that opened Crystalline Maze, though we didn't know that yet.
It can't be a coincidence.
I think so too. We unlock a dungeon and the same people who wanted the key show up there the next day.
Something isn't right about this. I smell Eradicate.
Yeah, if we assume they also wanted to unlock the dungeon, how could they know you managed to do that and how to go there? It's something we should keep in mind. Maybe those two other Pokemon were spying on us at Friendly Meadow, but I didn't see anyone.
I don't think we can draw any conclusions just yet. Anyway, those two, Salazzle and Malamar, ended up getting away too.
Mentioning Scrafty made us drop our guards, and they used that moment. And they warned us to stop getting in their way before escaping. What a bunch of losers.
What's their problem with this? I don't know, but they clearly wanted that orb. They were willing to knock us out to get it. Now that we have it, we should be even more careful about them.
I didn't think we'd make any enemies in this expedition. Harkin's right. Keep a close eye from now on. They could show up again at any moment. After they vanished, we called you, and you know the rest.
Yeah, that's all.
Good work, guys. I think you did well bringing that orb with you.
Thank you, my friends. Let's move on to our group. We also have some interesting things to share. And I think you're going to be very happy. That's so.
We were also able to reach the deep end of our part of the dungeon. And we found some ancient inscriptions in foot-shaped writing. My specialty.
Wow, this exploration was something else, alright.
But here's the kicker. Those texts mention the future slab.
What?
So we did find some clues in there after all. We're in luck. But do they only mention it, or is there something else to help us find it? You know, I need more time to fully decipher these kinds of texts. However, I did manage to understand a few words. Future slab, sacred ruins, and synchronized orb.
Sacred ruins? Could that be some place in this continent?
Maybe the future slab is there. And that synchronized orb.
It may just be that orb you found.
It was in the same dungeon, so I wouldn't be surprised. You have to decipher that text right away, Mawile. Easy there. I'm also very excited to see what's written on there. The good news is, considering its length, I think it won't take me more than one night.
You're gonna stay up all night deciphering it?
It wouldn't be the first time, and I'm sure it won't be the last.
We're counting on you, Mawile. But don't overwork yourself. There's no rush.
I feel that we just made gigantic progress on finding the treasure.
Seems like we're not staying here for long after all.
I will do all in my power.
There's not much more to add on our part. And how are things around here, Barnaby and Swirlix? Nothing interesting happened around here.
We had a peaceful time.
Good to know. Oh, look at those two.
That was everything in regards to Crystalline Maze then.
This exploration's one for the history books. I'm very proud of you all.
Thanks, Chief.
And what are you two muttering about over there?
Oh, sorry. We were just thinking we should be going already.
We're very grateful you guys invited us for dinner, and after everything else you've done for us.
But we don't want to overstay our welcome. We enjoyed ourselves very much, but I think it's time for us to go home.
You're going already? Aww. Wait, oh my god, I did get... You're going already? Aww. It was awesome exploring with you. What he said. We may have made some enemies, but we also made two good friends. I'm glad I met you.
And I'm glad you enjoyed my dinner. You know you can come to us for anything you need.
You're all so nice. Thank you for showing me that exploring hard dungeons can be fun. No need to thank us. It was a pleasure. You remind me of myself a very long time ago when I was just a beginner. You think we'll manage to reach your level one day? If you work hard, I guarantee it. Keep at it, Team Tiny. Thanks for everything, Expedition Society. We'll never forget this day.
Are you sure you don't want one of us to go with you along the way?
No need. We know our way back from here. Bye, friends. See you. Exploring is so beautiful. It's so easy to form bonds with others. We've had a lot of awesome people in just 2 days. Those two have a long road ahead of them. They remind me of someone too. Of Arkin back when he had just joined us. Really? I like to think I wasn't that much of a rookie. No, but you were just as cute. Come again? Get a room, you two. But they already have a tent right here. Yeah, what are you talking about, Barnaby? Are you okay? You know exactly what I meant. Oh my god, look. The blush. Yeah. In case you haven't noticed, I would say much more other than look at the portrait. Weasel never thinks twice before blurring out things like that.
Okay, moving on. What are we gonna do from now on?
For now, we'll wait until Mawile finishes deciphering those texts. Then we can think about what to do from there. In any case, I hope T-Titan doesn't try to screw us over again.
Maybe we should try to catch them after all. But we barely know anything about them to try and figure out how to do that. Maybe it'd be better to wait until they show up again and try not to let them escape.
Me? I think I'm going to sleep on it. Aren't you tired?
It got pretty late, yes.
We were exploring almost all day. And the night meeting went on for longer than usual. Say no more. Consider it finished. We'll have plenty of time tomorrow to talk about Team Titan and stuff.
I think I'm gonna sleep very soundly tonight. For me, now comes the best part. Try to sleep a little if you can, Mawile. Good night to all.
Have a nice sleep. Watered. All right. I reckon we should be happy with how well we did today. You bet. Our exploration went off without a hitch. And it was nice going with Team Tiny, even though they weren't in our group. In the end, we were like some kind of mentors to them. Which isn't something we normally do, but variety is the spice of life. Hey, Weasel, about that thing we talked about yesterday night. About being partners and all that. Oh yeah, how was your first day of Arkin and Weasel's fantastic adventures? It was amazing! Just knowing you're at my side, always supporting me, makes me very happy and gives me strength to do anything. Thanks, Weasel. You're making this expedition incredible for me. Wow, I didn't think it'd help you this much. Again, look at the blush, my god. I didn't think too hard about it. I just wanted to make you feel better. But I'm glad to hear that. I think sometimes you don't realize just how much you shine for others. I almost wish this expedition would never end, so you'd be my partner forever. Oh, Arkin. But that's simply impossible, and very selfish too. So that's why, when we return to Lively Town, I think I'll go back to working alone. I'll work my hardest and try to use everything I've learned with you to be stronger. Hey, if this really makes you that happy, I don't mind going on like this a while longer. No, Weasel. No matter how much good this may be doing me, I don't want to keep you chained to me or rob you of your freedom. You must also have things you want to do and objectives you want to achieve here in the society. Am I wrong? I mean, I don't exactly disagree with that. Exactly. So, I think it'd be best if we went back to how things were before. It'd be very irresponsible of me otherwise. Well, I suppose you're right. Okay, if that's what you want, we'll no longer be partners once we return home. It sounds a bit harsh when you put it like that. We'll be friends still, and we can keep exploring together whenever we want. You just won't have to stick with me all the time. It's not like I'm doing this out of obligation or something. Did you say something? No, nothing, just... I guess I'm alright with that. But enough talking about this. It's making me sad. There's still some expedition days left. Let's enjoy them to the fullest. Of course. I'll try to make the most of this time we have left. Shall we head to bed? I'm tired after so much walking, puzzles, and battles. Yeah, I'm very sleepy too. Good night, Arkin. Good night, Weasel. Okay, meanwhile, somewhere else. Scrap. They're taking too long, don't you think? I know patience isn't your forte, Scrafty, but please have some for once in your life. It's not like that. They should have been here at least 10 minutes ago. I'm worried they forgot the plan and got distracted more than necessary. Oh, come on! How long have we been doing this again? Do you really think we're not professionals at this point? I know, but this isn't like other times. This time we picked some very powerful targets. Maybe we've gotten overconfident. But just imagine how powerful we'll be when all of this is over. The reward we'll get from this mission looks very promising, to say the least. You're talking about rewards again? We can't just leave you alone, can we? Look, the couple finally arrives! What, were they too tough for you? I don't like that attitude. I don't like that attitude. Must I remind you how you failed in your previous objective as well? Failed? As far as I'm concerned, we achieved everything we set out to do. It's true we couldn't hurt them much, but we did it, what was expected of us. And how about you? How was the spying session? It was child's play. At no point did they realize we were following them. Very pathetic for a group that's supposedly so professional and renowned. And they also couldn't see our back attack coming. Really, if not for that Jirachi, we would have gone out there, treasure in tow. Treasure? You don't mean...
Yes, darlings, the synchronized orb was there, just as we suspected, and we even managed to get it. But woe is me, we couldn't win the battle, and they nabbed it right before our noses.
I just knew I should have gone. And my ability would have been perfect to escape that place. Oh my god, that was not a good voice for Skull Ice Pod, my bad. Perhaps if you hadn't been so badly hurt yesterday, we recovered completely anyway. We'll be back in action tomorrow. We need to make a new plan as soon as possible. I think it's high time we played the ace up our sleeve. Wouldn't you agree? I do. Playtime is over.
It's our turn to be the bad guys once again, yeah. Those poor Pokemon from the Expedition Society are going to wish they never made such good friends.
Oh my god. Yes, Scrap. Yes, it'd be such a pity if something bad were to happen to other Pokemon because of them. We just have to wait a little longer before springing into action. But we have to decide one thing. Who do we choose as our victim?
It's obvious there's one perfect candidate out of all of them. Let me guess. The bird, am I right? Bingo! He seems to be the weakest and naivest of all. It'll be easy enough to execute our plan if we choose him. Salazo and I also fought against him, and I'm of the same opinion. And it's settled. But are you sure they're gonna fall for it? We need to be very careful with these people. Scrap. If they care even a little bit about the lives of their new friends, they'll do what we say. And judging from what we've seen these days, I'm pretty sure it'll work. Yeah, I don't know why I'm even worrying. This plan of ours has always been infallible. It'd be weird if it failed now of all times. I'm so excited for tomorrow. That treasure will finally be ours. We'll have to act very fast though. I want you all working at 100%. You're not our boss, my friend Malamar. But rest assured, everything will go smoothly. Speaking of bosses, I believe we're not alone anymore. You're right, Salazzle. And last, all of Teen Titan is assembled. Tomorrow, the future slab will be ours. Okay, would you like to save? Yes. So that was definitely a long one. I'm sorry about that. But anyways, I'm gonna end it there. Next part, I think might be the boss. Actually, we'll go to the Sacred Ruins. And I don't know if I'm gonna want to record that whole part. We'll see how I feel about it. Because I might just want to record like that one scene. We'll see how. Yeah, again, we'll see how I feel. But yeah, as always, I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. Let me, suggest what you want for video games, song covers, and all that jazz. If I have the drive to do them anyway, like they really have to pique my interest, I feel. So we'll see what happens. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Good.